Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Uh, I am Dwi Ajesta Masari from the Research Center for Biomaterials, National Research and Innovation Agency, Republic of Indonesia. In this moment, I want to present it about my research and team, and the title is the preliminary study on the utilization of sugarcane trace and corn cob for silo oligosaccharide and cellulose production through dilute acid hydrolysis. This is the introduction and the background from my research. It is about the area and production of potential biomass in Indonesia. We can see the production of the sugarcane and corn, especially in the sugarcane biogas and the salt corn is potential. It is the biggest abundant lignocellulosic in the Indonesia, and unfortunately, in Indonesia, sugarcane trace and corn cob is only burning. But if we know the chemical composition of sugarcane trace and corn cob is many potential, such as the cellulose, the cellulose component, the hemicellulose component, and the lignin is the highest, and we can convert the cellulose or hemicellulose or lignin to the added value product. But in this research is focused in the hemicellulose potency in this two materials, sugarcane trace and the corn cob. We can see the hemicellulose for the material. It is very higher potency, and we can, if we know the hemicellulose is the second abundant composition from the lignocellulose, and we can convert to the other product. This is the functional group of the hemicellulose. One is the hemicellulose, the biggest hemicellulose conversion is we can convert to silane, and this is the silane. If silane is, we can convert to hydrolysis, and we can convert to silane from the cellulose and the cellulose oligosaccharide. This is the two product for the sweetener. It is have advantages compare with the sucrose. The two is the index glycemic for the cellulose and oligosaccharide is more lowest than the sucrose, and it is potential for the prebiotic or for the probiotic or the other product with the index glycemic in the lowest in the index glycemic. The dilute acid hydrolysis. Oh, this is the common method used for solubilization of sugar present in hemicellulose. It is the two method. We can use the lower temperature, or we can use the moderate temperature. It is have advantage and size as if we use the lower temperature, we can change the hemicellulose to soluble cellulose, and then we can decompose the products. If we use the moderate temperature, we can remove effectively and recover most of the hemicellulose as dissolved sugar, such as cellulose change, and also the addition of acid can produce a higher yield. If combination the moderate temperature or the lower temperature with the acid is prospective to have the product higher yield. And we use the two acid in this research. It is acetic acid and oxalic acid. It is a tendency to the production is the source, and the cellulose is more higher than if don't use the acid. This is the materials and method. We have two raw material, cellulose. Two material have the silane rich is the corn cob and the sugarcane trace, and we can see we use the the size is the 40 and the 60 mass, and then we conducted acetolysis with the 2% oxalic acid or acetic acid and distilled water for the control, and the solid ratio is 1 compared with the 1%. And before the acetolysis, we conducted the chemical composition. After that, the acetolysis conducted in the autoclave with the 3 parameter times, and then we filtration the hydrolysate from the acetolysis, and we have 2 fraction of the liquid fraction and the solid fraction. In each fraction, we analyze in the liquid fraction, we can analyze the sugar reduction sugar and the cellulose and the cellulose oligosaccharide determination, and the solid fraction, we analyze the chemical composition. We can know about the different before and after pretreatment or the acetolysis. And after that, the data we analyze the statistic with the SPSS, and if the differences, significant differences, we use the Fisher list these significant differences for the use to determine the differences. And this is the result and discussion for my research. Effect dilute acid hydrolysis on the reduction sugar. We can see the corn cob is oxalic acid is the highest reduced sugar concentration than that the other solution, acetic acid or control. And we can see in sugarcane press, the oxalic acid is the highest tool, like the corn cob. This is the similar the reduced sugar in the sugarcane press and corn cob is the highest in the solution oxalic acid. If we see the analysis of variance, we can see the raw material reaction time and solution type is have significant different for reduction sugar. And then we can see the cellulose oligosaccharide concentration. If we see the cellulose oligosaccharide concentration, we can see the corn cob in the acetic acid is the highest cellulose oligosaccharide concentration in the corn cob. But in the sugarcane press, we can see the source concentration is the highest in the oxalic acid solution. If we compare to raw material and corn cob and sugarcane press, we can see the oxalic acid in the 45 minutes in the sugarcane press is the highest cellulose oligosaccharide concentration than the others. If we compare with the reduced sugar, we can see the oxalic acid is more reducing sugar in corn cob or in sugarcane press. But in this sauce, we can see the oxalic acid in the corn cob is the minus concentration, especially in the 40 minutes and 45 minutes. It is indicated that the silane from the hemicellulose in corn cob is more comfort to the cellulose, not the cellulose oligosaccharide is in the oligomer, but in the monomer is the cellulose. We can see in the next slide, we can see the corn cob in the oxalic acid has the highest cellulose concentration than that the sugarcane press, and we can see the cellulose oligosaccharide in corn cob is more lowest due to it is more comfort to the cellulose concentration. Okay, if we see the chemical component, we can see the hemicellulose have the difference, the highest decreasing chemical component or the loss of the hemicellulose in the pretreatment corn cob and pretreatment and sugarcane press. It is indicated that the hemicellulose is soluble in the liquid fraction and is convert to the cellulose and the cellulose oligosaccharide. This is the chemical composition in oxalic acid 2%. High hemicellulose decrease may produce higher reduced sugar content in the It is confirmed. And this is the conclusion from my research. The corn cob hydrolysis in oxalic acid with 2% has the highest of silos, and the acetic acid could produce higher source concentration from corn cob because its pKa value was higher than the other acid. And on the other hand, in this experiment, sugarcane traits hydrolyzed in oxalic acid with 2% of acid concentration produce the highest silos of source. And the result of study confirmed that acid hydrolysis is potential to be used for the production of sauce and the silos in the silent sugarcane trace and corn cob. Acknowledgement, thank you for the IPH BRIN for its financial support and the Integrated Laboratory of Bioproducts of Research Center for Biomaterials for its equipment research support. Thank you very much for your attention. Goodbye.